customer who visit but did not make any transactions. So we have two tables, visit tables and then transactions table. So in this visit table, we have two columns, visit ID and customer ID. Transition, in this transition, we have transition ID. Visit ID is just a foreign key from this visit tables, and then amount. Write an SQL query to find the IDs of the users who visited without making any transaction and the number of times they made these types of visits. Okay, return the result table sorted in any order. So when we look at this example, we have visit table and then transaction. So visit ID 555125, only 125. I'm sorry. So they want us to get all the IDs of the user who visited, right? So now 125, only 3 visit IDs are making transaction, not other transaction, right? For customer 30 is coming one time, but he didn't make any transaction, right? So what about this one? 96, he came one time, but for this 54, customer ID 54, he just came to the bank, but he didn't make any transaction. How many times? 2 times, right? So 54 is 2, others are just 1. Okay, so we have 2 tables. We need to join those tables, right? Okay, let's do that. Actually, we can do anything we want, but I'm gonna choose this one, MS SQL. Okay, let's try this one. We need to select customer ID, right, from this visit table. Okay, I'm gonna create a VISIT as visit, just a visit. Okay, just a VISIT as visit. Okay, and then we can say where this visits ID not in this transition, right? We can say we can solve by using the inner select transition, right? We can do the to select. Okay, for the first time I will choose like this, visit ID. Okay, not in where select VISIT ID from T. Okay, and then we got everything, right? For the first time we got the customer, but we don't need those duplicates, right? So we need to group by customer ID, right? And then we need to count, and then it want us to print like this. The column name is like this, right? Okay, so we will select customer ID and their accounts because we make this group bind, right? And then where the visit ID is not in this transition, that means we will select the customer who didn't do any transition but they just visit. Okay, I'm gonna try this code. Okay, so yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think they're the same, right? MySQL, MS SQL are the same for this query. Okay, so this one is simple. We use to select query, right? But if we want another way, we can do this way too. We can join 2 tables. Okay, the same way I will take like this. Okay, and then I will call this table I'm sorry, and then because we need the data, if we inner join we will get only who make the transition, right? But we don't need those transition. We need only customer who didn't do the transition. So we need some of the rows from this table which are not in this table, right? So I will use the left join. So we will take everything from the sides and then we will remove what we don't want by using the where condition. Okay, left join transition T, right? On we need to communicate, we need to connect to table T dot visit id equal v dot visit id, right? Visit id. So we got everything from this here and then we have some connection, right? So but we need to filter, right? T dot id. So when we join left join, so only this one visit id 5 1 2 they will have the transition id, right? But for the other roads we will not have the transition id, right? For the other visits id who didn't make any transition, so not it's gonna be not, right? So it's not. Okay, the same way group by customer id, right? Okay, let's try this one again. Okay, I'm gonna submit. Okay, so let me run this code too. We can see which one is faster. Okay, so sometimes simple is the best, right? Yeah, okay, so that's it. Thank you.